Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
Very nice. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. If the devotees can just move forward. Prabhuji is very nice and gentle. I think everyone just come forward, because at the end it becomes like a big plug of people there. Mataji, forward. Kind of like what you guys do when a drama occurs, where we have to push you back. So this time you have to come forward. Okay. And I don't think there's a Sunday school class today, right? I don't know. I don't see the Sunday. It's going on? Okay. So thank you all. How many of you have not met Arjun, His Grace Arjuna Sakhā Prabhu? You haven't met? Anyone else who hasn't met? You met yesterday. I saw you there. You were chanting Lord Ram's name. So just a quick introduction. Prabhuji and I were speaking, and of course, he has a bold vision and a big heart. Bhaktisanta Maharaj said, Srila Bhaktisanta Maharaj said, to swim in the ocean of bhakti, you have to be courageous and have a big heart. So he has a very big heart and very big service-oriented heart. So I'll just speak very quickly so that Prabhuji can associate with you through the medium of sound vibration. So His Grace Arjuna Sakhā Prabhu is a disciple of His Holiness Rādhā Govinda Maharaj. Srila Rādhā Govinda Maharaj ki jai. A wonderful, great Vaishnava disciple of Srila Prabhupada, who enthralls everybody in the world with his nectarian katha. I highly recommend, if you can understand Hindi, please listen to his lectures. They're just beautiful. They're a glimpse into the spiritual world. Anyway, so Prabhuji has been currently residing in Seattle, and I heard the great fortunate news that, is it in 3 weeks? Yeah. In 3 weeks, Prabhuji is going to enter into the Grihastha ashram. Let's welcome those of us that are Grihasthas and others. Let's encourage and enthuse him with a loud Haribol. Haribol, Haribol, Haribol. I've heard it's nice, Prabhu.
I can see that.
I'm sorry, I'm just being sarcastic. It's wonderful. So Prabhuji's focus in Seattle, and he was mentioning to me in Chicago, Harrisburg, and New Jersey, correct? He has been trying to lead the youth in getting connected to Krishna consciousness as a practice of the heart. And that occurs through the chanting of the holy name, and it also occurs through that which is the basis of our sadhana, which is understanding our scriptures, or shastras. And he told me a very wonderful analogy. The youth, I see Sri Prabhu Mataji, and I think I see Manasi Ganga Mataji, those that were direct disciples of Srila Prabhupada. You can probably relate to this, that the main activity was chanting the holy name and distributing and reading spiritual literature. So he took that into his heart, and he's been trying to instill that taste for reading the scriptures and the taste for chanting regularly and for japa to the youth throughout this country and also in Pune and other parts of India. So that is as we know, Srila Prabhupada very much valued that this was not going to be one and done generation. It was going to be, I mean, how can you say, okay, my books will last 10,000 years? That means there has to be connection, generation after generation. And the problem is that when we don't have direct association with Acharya, then it becomes contextual hearing and repeating. So it's very important to get that in a clear path. So Prabhuji is trying to do that both in person by coming to different venues. He mentioned how he's doing that very nicely in Austin, Texas, as well as remotely through Zoom and other virtual media. So let's welcome Prabhuji with a loud Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Thank you. And Prabhuji, more will come later, so forgive us for not full attendance. Sure. Thank you. His Grace Arjuna Sakhā Prabhu ki jai.
Hare Krishna. Thank you all, dear devotees, for very kindly assembling for this Sunday feast to hear and chant about Shri Sachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Shri Sachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki. Before we get started, dear devotees, let us chant the Mangalacharan prayers, also called as the invocation prayers. Seek auspiciousness from our spiritual superiors like Srila Prabhupada, and then get started in our today's discussion. If you have these mantras by heart, please kindly chant along. Om Ajnana Timirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Rādhā Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Devi Pranamami Priye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhobhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swamene Tinamine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadhi Satya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Brinda. All together. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Anandalila Maya Vigrahaya He Mavadivyacha Visundaraya Tasmai Mahaprema Rasapradaya Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Chaitanya Chandraya Namo Namaste Nityanandam Aham Naumi Sarvananda Karam Param Harinama Pradam Devam Avadhuta Shiromani. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Nityananda Rama ki, Samasta Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki. Hare Krishna. Srila Advaita Acharya, as we know, is the celebrated personality who got Chaitanya Mahaprabhu down to this world. Tulasi dala matrena jalasya chulukena va vikriditena swatmanam bhaktebhyo bhaktavatsalaha. Advaita Acharya read this verse in the Gautamiya Tantra and worshipping his Shaligram, who happened to be a Narsingha Shaligram, Advaita Acharya offered Ganga water and Tulasi leaves. The Supreme Lord gives a guarantee in the Gautamiya Tantra that anyone who worships him with Ganga water and Tulasi leaves, Krishna says, I sell myself to that person. And now Advaita Acharya had a couple of children. And one such celebrated child was Krishna Das. What is the name? Krishna Das. So one time, Advaita Acharya's wife, Sita Thakurani, she had kept a few bananas in her home. Very sweet pastime. She had kept a few bananas in her home. Why? Because Mahaprabhu loves bananas. If we have Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at our home as deities, bananas is something Gauranga Mahaprabhu really likes. Any banana preparation or just bananas. So Sita Thakurani had kept a few bananas and she had kept it hidden. And then she went to take bath in the Ganges. And now when she came back after taking bath, these bananas were missing. And we will see that in our ISKCON settings also. In ISKCON temple, if you keep gold, you will get it back. But if you keep a plate of prasadam, that you will not get it back. It is one-way traffic. So gold after Sunday feast you may get. Prasadam plate you will not get. So this is also parampara. For Sita Thakurani, when she came back after taking bath, these bananas were missing. And naturally she looked at her older son, Achyutananda, and said, did you take these bananas? Did you eat these bananas? Achyutananda said, Mother, you know I wouldn't do it. Why? Because Achyutananda now has a history. When he was small, he apparently had milk that was not offered to the Supreme Lord. And Sita Thakurani was so upset with that she took a whipping stick like Mother Yashoda and she whipped him. The next day morning when Gauranga Mahaprabhu came to meet Advaita Acharya, Mahaprabhu's back had whip marks. When Sita Thakurani saw that, she said, My dear Lord, who has that audacity to whip you? Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, you. She said, what do you mean? And then Mahaprabhu narrated the whole storyline to show that the devotees of the Lord are very, very, very dear to the Lord. And this is not the first instance. We have the very famous pastime that we would have heard, where the devotee strikes the verse, Yogakshemam Vahamyaham. Very famous pastime. And then eventually the Lord comes with marks on his back. So just like Bhagavad Gita or Bhagavatam is not different from Krishna, those devotees who are sadhu, very, very advanced, they are also very dear to the heart of the Supreme Lord. So Achyutananda said, my dear mother, I already have a history. You know I will not do this, so don't look at me, I'm not going to do it. She then turned to another son, Krishna Das. She said, did you eat the bananas? He said, yes, I ate the bananas. Sita Thakurani said, don't you know that it is meant for Gauranga Mahaprabhu? He said, I first offered it to Gauranga Mahaprabhu, then only I ate. So she said, what do you mean? The bananas are in your stomach. And how did you offer to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Sita Thakurani got so angry that again it was part 2. She took a stick. So it was not that only Mother Yashoda took the stick. The parampara started there. And then Kali Yuga it continued. So she again took the stick to run behind Krishna Das. Krishna Das naturally ran towards his father Advaita Acharya. Advaita Acharya said, what happened? He said, my mother had kept a few bananas. I was hungry, so I just took those bananas and I ate them. Advaita Acharya said, you should have first offered it to Krishna. First you should offer, then you should eat. He said, I did that. I first offered it. Advaita Acharya said, Acha, what pranam mantra did you say? He said, I said, Om Gauraya Namaha. I said this mantra. What did he say? Om Gauraya Namaha. When Advaita Acharya heard this, he said, oh, you should have said Om Krishnaya Namaha. That is the mantra. You should have said Om Krishnaya Namaha. This small Krishna Das said, my dear Advaita Acharya, that Krishna whom you are glorifying is there in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. He is there in Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Gaura and Krishna are one and the same. Which means Om Gauraya Namaha or Om Krishnaya Namaha mean one and the same. There is no difference. When Advaita Acharya heard this, he was thinking, my goodness, he is only 5 but he is speaking Tattva Siddhanta. And which is true, Gauranga Mahaprabhu and Krishna are not different. Now this boy had eaten bananas after mentally offering it to Gauranga Mahaprabhu. Eventually it was lunchtime, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu got up. When Mahaprabhu got up after, he had a nice nap. Mahaprabhu got up and came for lunch. Advaita Acharya said, my dear Lord, it's time for lunch, please have. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, I'm really full. My stomach is really full. Advaita Acharya said, my dear Lord, you have not eaten anything. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, no, when I was taking rest, someone stuffed bananas inside my mouth. I am completely full. Advaita Acharya said, really? When did this happen? And as Mahaprabhu began to answer, he belched. And as he belched, it is explained, even the devotees who were standing close by, they could smell the fragrance of bananas. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, who fed me? Ask your son. He fed me. So this is exactly what Prabhupada would also do. When Prabhupada at 26 2nd Avenue, Mukunda Maharaj explains, because he was part of the 26 2nd Avenue history. He explains when Prabhupada started 26 2nd Avenue and he was speaking, the people who were attending were in their teens and pretty much hippies. So Prabhupada would have Monday, Wednesday, Friday Bhagavad Gita classes. And now Bhagavad Gita being a little technical, these youth would come and then in the middle of the class they would get up and they would leave. And Prabhupada saw naturally the attendance is going less. So Prabhupada, who was so brilliant, had so many wonderful ideas, he thought of a plan. Eventually when they would come, after they came inside, Prabhupada would keep buckets of prasadam at the doorstep. Now what happened? After they came inside, buckets of prasadam were there in the doorstep. Prabhupada was giving class. In the middle of the class, when they would get up to leave, they would see the buckets of prasadam. Now out of etiquette, they cannot eat because katha is going on. So again they would come back and sit in the class. So that at the end they get prasadam. So through prasadam, Prabhupada made sure that they sit throughout the class. And eventually that became the strategy of ISKCON. Mahaprasade Govinde. Whether we have other mantras by heart or not, this mantra everyone has by heart. Mahaprasadam prayers. So we see this is what Advaita Acharya's son did. He kept Mahaprabhu, Sachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu or Krishna in the center and then offered the bananas. One time one female disciple of Srila Prabhupada who had just got married, she asked Prabhupada that, Prabhupada, what should the relation of me be with my husband? We have just got married. What should the ideal relationship be? And Prabhupada gave such a beautiful reply. Srila Prabhupada said, this right hand and left hand are externally, there's no connection. They look separate. But both hands are connected to each other through the body. Right? Srila Prabhupada said, similarly, the husband is the right hand, the wife is the left hand. And for an ideal grahastha relationship, both should be connected through the center, that is Krishna. When husband and wife have the connection as Krishna in the center, then the marriage is first class, perfect. Srila Prabhupada would have these analogies where somehow he would connect the dots and make this point as to how Krishna should be the center. Another time Srila Prabhupada was there in a morning walk in Laguna Beach. And as Srila Prabhupada was walking, the ocean waves were hitting the shore. The ocean was hitting the shore again and again. And Srila Prabhupada stopped at one point. Prabhupada closed his eyes. And with tears down his eyes, Srila Prabhupada said, this is exactly how the heartbeats of the gopis sounded when Krishna left Vrindavan Dham. When the disciples heard that, they were thinking, my goodness, what analogy is this? From an ocean shore, Prabhupada that could connect that to Vrindavan and he could connect that to the Braja Gopis, and as to how that was the sound of their heartbeats when Krishna left Vrindavan. So the point that Srila Prabhupada and our Gurujan have outlined is whatever we do, we keep Sachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu or Krishna in the center of all our activities. So here Advaita Acharya, his son offered bananas, which was very attractive to him. He ate those bananas but kept Gauranga Mahaprabhu in the center. And what is the mantra that he chanted? Om Gauraya Namaha. Advaita Acharya said Om Krishnaya Namaha, but both mean one and the same. His Grace Gauranga Prabhu was one time very beautifully explaining that many years back, in 2007-2008, in Chaupati temple, he had started a class for the working professionals. Those working professionals who were living in the temple, he had started a class for them where they could memorize verses. So the morning time, there would be classes for verse memorization. And during the day, they would have their work, and at night again, they would come back. Now this class was going on, Gauranga Prabhu was taking this class. Eventually, the number of people attending the class went down. So he added an incentive. That incentive was anyone who will come for the class will get morning bhog, sweet rice. Sweet rice is the incentive. Naturally, when sweet rice was given the incentive, the numbers increased. More people started coming. Eventually, it was seen that somehow, due to different reasons, the program got stopped. After about program to give a class. The sweet rice distribution is still going on. That program that was started 10 years back, that was still going on. That was started as an incentive for this. This stopped, that is still going on. So, we see throughout our movement, prasadam is very attractive. We get devotees for our programs also through prasadam. So here Advaita Acharya's son we see, who was fascinated by bananas, had those bananas, and actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu accepted it. And the belch of Gauranga Mahaprabhu was the proof that actually he accepted. One Prabhupada disciple was very beautifully saying, preaching is the belching of our bhajan. Very beautiful point. Preaching is the belching of our bhajan. Whatever we eat is what we belch. Similarly, whatever bhajan we do, the intensity in which we do bhajan is what transitions or translates as what comes out from our mouth. So preaching is the belching of our bhajan. It's very fascinating how Prabhupada disciples, after 30-40 years of their experience on this path, come up with their practical understanding of the Krishna consciousness. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu very beautifully reciprocated here to the son of Advaita Acharya. Another time Sachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu was traveling with his servant by the name Govinda Ghosh. What is the name? Govinda Ghosh. Govinda Ghosh was very, very dear associate of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And wherever Mahaprabhu would go, Govinda Ghosh would accompany him. So one time, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu finished his meal. And you see traditionally how in the Indian tradition, after the meal is done, you have sof for digestion. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, after his meal was done, he would have Hari Thaki. Hari Thaki is nothing but an aid for digestion, like the way we have sof. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu would ask Govinda Ghosh, and Govinda Ghosh went around searching for Hari Thaki to different houses. And after about 30 minutes, Govinda Ghosh came back to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and said, "My dear Lord, this is your Hari Thaki." Mahaprabhu accepted it. And then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Govinda, why did you take so much time? My prasadam was done 30 minutes back, but why did you take so much time?" He said, "My dear Lord, I had to go house to house begging for Hari Thaki, and finally in one house I got it. So that's how it took time." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And Mahaprabhu accepted. Next day again Mahaprabhu had his meal. And this time Govinda Ghosh immediately gave Hari Thaki. So Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Yesterday you took 30 minutes. Today you are giving it immediately. What is the mystery? What is the Rajavidya Rajaguhyam? What is the mystery? How is it that you have it immediately?" Govinda Ghosh said, "My dear Lord, yesterday when I went, I collected little extra so that I don't have to keep you waiting. So that is how, my dear Lord, I have this Hari Thaki extra." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he heard this, Mahaprabhu said, "You are a brahmachari, but you have the mentality of a grahastha. You are collecting, do this, get married." Govinda Ghosh said, "My dear Lord, I collected for..." Imagine you do for Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and all of a sudden there's a change. He said, "My dear Lord, I did it for you. You got late for the Hari Thaki, I did it for you." Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said, "Nothing doing. You have the mentality to collect and keep like a grahastha. This is not brahmachari etiquette. I want you to get married." Govinda Ghosh said, "My dear Lord, please." Mahaprabhu said, "Please get married." What will you do now? If Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is saying get married, there's no looking back. Govinda Ghosh had to get married. Govinda Ghosh got married, and now he had a son. And it's so beautifully explained that this son of Govinda Ghosh was very, very exalted and very glorious. He had one worshipable deity by the name Gopinath. What is the name? Gopinath. Worshipable deity of Govinda Ghosh. The son of Govinda Ghosh would also worship that Gopinath. And one time Govinda Ghosh was not there at house. So this son of Govinda Ghosh went towards Gopinath and kept a plate of prasad and said, "My dear Gopinath, please eat." Gopinath wouldn't speak anything. We also do offering, and we know how it works. The Lord doesn't move his hands, at least in the deity form. And even if he does, somehow, because our eyes are not filled with love, anointed with love, probably we don't see the deity is moving. But the Lord still accepts. So the son of Govinda Ghosh said, "My dear Lord, please take. Gopinath, please take." Gopinath wouldn't move. He said, "Gopinath, please take, please take." He started crying. He started crying. Gopinath said, "This is not how offering works. You chant mantras, then I will take it. Angani yasya sakalendriya vrittimanti. Through my senses, through any of my senses, I can take it." This son of Govinda Ghosh said, "My dear Lord, I eat with my hands. It is hand to mouth for me. It should be hand to mouth for you also." He was applying his logic on the Supreme Lord. Finally, after repeated crying, Gopinath actually came and honored. And Gopinath said, "But whatever I did, you should not tell Govinda Ghosh. I will eat from your hand, but you should not tell Govinda Ghosh. If you do, then you will no longer be present in this world. You will have to depart." He said, "I guarantee it, I will not tell anyone." Eventually, when Govinda Ghosh came, he saw the prasadam plate, offering plate was empty. Govinda Ghosh said, "Where did it go?" And now this child had no other option, because Govinda Ghosh was repeatedly asking. He had no other option. He said, "My dear father, Gopinath came and ate." Govinda Ghosh said, what? Gopinath deity came and ate? Govinda Ghosh knew Gopinath more than his own son because it was his worshipable deity. Imagine your son is doing the offering or your daughter is doing the offering and Krishna comes and eats from their hands but doesn't reciprocate much to us. It's very difficult to resonate. Govinda Ghosh said, Gopinath came from the altar and ate? He said, yes, Gopinath ate. Now, as the promise went, this boy left this world, the son of Govinda Ghosh. When Govinda Ghosh got to know, he was thinking, what just happened? I was Mahaprabhu's servant. I was there with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. I collected little extra haritaki. Mahaprabhu requests me to get married. I get married. I have a son. Now I lose my son also. What more is left in my life? At that time, Gopinath deity spoke to Govinda Ghosh and said, my dear Govinda Ghosh, from this day onwards, I am your son. From this day onwards, I am your son. Whatever your son did, I will do it for you. Govinda Ghosh said, my dear Lord, how will it work? You are in the form of deity. Gopinath said, do you doubt my words? I am telling you, I am going to be your son. Whatever a son is expected to do for his father, I promise I will do it. Eventually, the day Govinda Ghosh left this world, it's a long story. The day Govinda Ghosh left this world, it was very miraculously seen that Gopinath deity, who was flamboyantly dressed in the morning, when Govinda Ghosh left this world, that Gopinath deity all of a sudden was wearing white in dress. Just like a son who wears white for his father. Here, Gopinath being the son was wearing white for Govinda Ghosh. It is explained the last rites of Govinda Ghosh was done by Gopinath. Now the question arises, why did Chaitanya Mahaprabhu take him off from service and ask him to get married? Is it only so that he can become the son? Our Acharyas very beautifully explain, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu being a sannyasi could touch only certain sections of the society to preach. But if Govinda Ghosh becomes a grahastha, he can touch some other sections of the society which Mahaprabhu cannot touch. So being the master plan, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu in the pretext of Hari Thaki sends him and ousts him to get married. And once he gets married, Govinda Ghosh preaches to those sections which Mahaprabhu could not touch. So the Lord's planning is always better than what we plan. His Holiness Navayogendra Swami Maharaj. His Holiness Navayogendra Swami Maharaj was explaining, one time he was in one of the Indian temples. Very interesting story. He was in one of the Indian temples and he was offered prasadam. And as he sat down to honor, he had the first morsel. And immediately Navayogendra Maharaj said, this is not prasad. So the devotee said, Maharaj, no, this is prasad, we offered it. Maharaj said, no, this is not prasad. They said, no Maharaj, regular whatever mantras we have, ringing of the bells, we did everything. This is prasad. Maharaj said, no, this is not prasad. Krishna has not accepted it. Ab kya bolenge? Maharaj is saying Krishna has not accepted. So His Holiness Navayogendra Maharaj said, who is the cook? So they said, Maharaj, so and so person is the cook. Maharaj said, tomorrow morning when he is cooking, go and see what he does while he is cooking. So they said, okay. Next day morning, when that devotee was cooking, these devotees slowly sneaked in to see what he was doing while he was cooking. When it was found out that devotee, when he was cooking, had headphones, and devotees were thinking in the headphones he is hearing some kirtan, Prabhupada class. But when they removed the headphones, he was hearing Bollywood music inside. When they told His Holiness Navayogendra Maharaj, Maharaj said, see, I told you. If this is the consciousness when you cook, Krishna will not accept it. So it's so important and of paramount importance as to what is the mood that we cultivate when we are offering bhoga to the Supreme Lord. And here we see Govinda Ghosh being so sincere. Seeing the sincerity, the Lord got controlled. One time, one Prabhupada disciple, Guru Kripa Maharaj, at night, 1 o'clock, Srila Gaur Govinda Maharaj would say, if we can learn the art of crying like this for Krishna, in one life, we'll get Krishna. So Srila Prabhupada, one time, night 1 o'clock, he called Guru Kripa Maharaj. And Prabhupada called him. So he came. Prabhupada asked him, night 1 o'clock, Prabhupada asked him, what were you doing? He said, Prabhupada, I was sleeping. Prabhupada said, it is 1 o'clock for me also, I am not sleeping, why are you sleeping? So he didn't know what to say. He said, Prabhupada, I am tired. Yesterday all day I was serving and working, I am tired. Prabhupada said, I was also serving, I was also working, I am not tired, why are you tired? So he said, Prabhupada, you are a pure devotee, that's why. Prabhupada said, why are you not a pure devotee? He said, my goodness, the game is up. Whatever he was saying, Prabhupada was defeating it. He said, Prabhupada, what am I supposed to do? What should I do? Prabhupada said, go back to sleep. He was thinking, why did Prabhupada wake me up at night 1 o'clock? Then a thought came to him. He himself says, because at that time, he was one of the leading book distributors. And he got this feeling that he's distributing a lot of books. And Prabhupada understood this. So to crush the false ego, at night 1 o'clock, Prabhupada called him and gave a reality check. And practically gave an instruction to everyone that till the time one is not sincere, completely, 100%, the Lord does not reciprocate to our prayers. And we see so many examples this way of how sincerity was demonstrated by different disciples of Prabhupada. One time Srila Prabhupada was there in a train journey. And this was in India. And you know how the trains in India are. Not like the American trains. Srila Prabhupada was in train journey and he was there with Yamuna Mataji. And it was afternoon time and Prabhupada opened his lunch box. And when he opened his lunch box, the rice had become a little cold. So Srila Prabhupada said, Yamuna, rice means it should be hot. And Yamuna Mataji shares that Prabhupada was not a big fan of reheating rice. Prabhupada would say, when you reheat rice, it's not good for health. So Yamuna Mataji says, now what should I do? Rice is cold and Prabhupada is not a big fan of reheating rice. Yamuna Mataji went to the pantry. And you know how an Indian pantry is. In the Indian local train. Leave alone the toilets. You have seen how the Indian pantry is. She went to the Indian pantry and the pantry guy was there. Yamuna Mataji said, I want to cook here. He said, what? She said, I want to cook. He said, no cooking. Whatever we give, that you have to accept. She said, no. My spiritual father will not accept all these things. I want to cook. He said, no. We don't allow anyone to cook. Whatever we have, you have to just take that. She says, no, my father is old. There's nothing for him to eat. So if you please allow, I will cook here. He said, I am telling you, there's no cooking here. Whatever we give, you accept or you just fast. Yamuna Mataji at that time gives an ultimatum to this pantry guy. Yamuna Mataji said, are you going to allow me to cook or not? He said, no. What will you do? Yamuna Mataji said, if you don't allow me to cook, I will jump from this running train. And the name will be on you. He said, are you sure you're going to do that? Yamuna Mataji said, 100%. I'm asking you for the last time. Are you going to give me or not? That pantry guy said, okay, take. All the pantry is yours. The full pantry was given. Yamuna Mataji cleaned all the vessels with Ganga water. And cleaned everything. Cleaned the whole pantry. Started preparing from scratch. And then she came back to Prabhupada with hot rice, hot dal and sabji. And she said, Prabhupada, this is for you. When Prabhupada saw it, Prabhupada looked at Yamuna Mataji and said, Yamuna, you are my Annapurna. She was only 19 or 20. How many of us in an Indian local train will be ready to go to the pantry, fight with the pantry guy, cook there and give hot prasadam to our Guru there? And that too when you're in your teens. Seldom would anyone do it. Prabhupada had so much affection for Yamuna Mataji for her services. Yamuna Mataji narrates, one time Srila Prabhupada was there with his sister Pishima. And Srila Prabhupada and Pishima were sitting. And they were remembering their childhood days as to what all they would do when they were young. And Yamuna Mataji had cooked that day. And Srila Prabhupada many times would have this habit, the katoris that were there, the bowls. Srila Prabhupada would stack them one on top of the another. And he would make that into a big mountain, like a pyramid. And when Jamuna Mataji would come, he would look at Jamuna Mataji and he would hit the whole stack and he would say, Jamuna Mai ki jai. And the whole stack would fall down. And when Prabhupada would look at Jamuna Mataji and Jamuna Mataji would look at Prabhupada, Jamuna Mataji would say, Prabhupada, was the prasadam cooking, was it excellent or was it good? And Prabhupada had a very unique way of expressing. Now when we are asked, we would say, prasadam is very nice, Prabhuji. Irrespective of whether it was nice or not, to please the devotees, we will say it. Srila Prabhupada had a very unique way of expressing. Yamuna Mataji narrates, when the prasadam would be very bad, Prabhupada would pat his stomach. It would be an indication that not up to the mark. When it would be average, Prabhupada would pat his chest. Average. When it would be very good, Prabhupada would do like this. And when it would be excellent, Prabhupada would do like this. So when Yamuna Mataji asked Prabhupada, that, Prabhupada, how was the cooking? Prabhupada said, excellent, wonderful. So Srila Prabhupada would have this unique way of expressing his heart. But primarily, fundamentally, this is the point we are expressing. That for Govinda Ghosh and for his son, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Krishna reciprocated only for the fact that they were very, very sincere. So it is not a story that was seen only 500 years back. Even till this date, we see personalities like Yamuna Mataji, who lived in a generation that we live, who lived and were brought up in a country where we are, but still got Krishna, still had Guru Nishtha, showing the fact that wherever we are, wherever our background is, irrespective of caste, creed, gender, race, whoever we are, there is still every opportunity for all of us to get Sri Krishna. We see the same point even in the Srimad Bhagavatam. When the fruit vendor, when she came to the land of Sri Vrindavan Dham, Shri Sachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Nityananda Rama ki. When the fruit vendor, when she came to the land of Vrindavan, it is very beautifully explained that her job was selling fruits. But when she came to Vrindavan, she had not seen Krishna. She had only heard about Krishna. Vikretu kama khila gopa kanya morari padarpita chitta vritti dadyadikam ho havashadamocha Govinda damodhar madhaveti. Everyone. Govinda damodhar madhaveti. Govinda damodhar madhaveti. Govinda damodhar madhaveti. Govinda damodhar madhaveti. Bilva Mangala Thakur explains, Vikretu kama khila gopa kanya. This gopa kanya, when she came to Vrindavan for selling, instead of selling apples and fruits, instead of saying aam lelo, peru lelo, chiku lelo, she was thinking so much about Krishna. She was crying out, Govind lelo, Damodar lelo, Madhav lelo. She forgot what she was saying. Murari padarpita chitta vritti. Her chitta was absorbed in Murari padarpita. Where there is humility and sincerity, Krishna definitely reciprocates. One time, one devotee was telling me this, very sweet. One Indian chess player came to Srila Rādhā Swami Maharaj. And this was the first time he saw Srila Rādhā Swami Maharaj. And he was very surprised and very intrigued as to how someone from the West can become sannyasi. So he came to Srila Rādhā Swami Maharaj and said, Maharaj, how did you get attracted to my Krishna? Because he was from India and he was a chess player. So he said, Maharaj, how did you get attracted to my Krishna? Now Maharaj cannot give a 1-hour class. He has only 10-15 seconds to answer. Srila Rādhā Swami Maharaj very beautifully in one line, Maharaj said, this white boy was checkmated by your black king of Raja. This white boy got checkmated by your black king. And now this was an answer that had Krishna consciousness And it had the language of chess that he understood. And lo and behold, he became a devotee later. So sometimes one sentence is enough to inspire someone's heart. How about Mukunda's glorious son Raghunandan? In fact, the pastime of Raghunandan and Mukunda is exactly similar to the son of Govinda Ghosh and Gopinath. Exactly similar. The deities were also similar. When Raghunandan Thakur offered to Gopinath, Gopinath wouldn't come down. Raghunandan started crying, "My dear Gopinath, please come. If you don't eat, my parents will chastise me. Gopinath, please come, please come." And Gopinath came down from the altar, personally ate. And Gopinath went back to sit. When Mukunda came back, he saw the plate was half empty. He looked at Raghunandan and said, "What did you do? I asked you to offer." Raghunandan said, "That's what I did, I offered." He accepted. Now Mukunda knew how glorious Raghunandan was. He gave another laddu to Raghunandan and said, "Raghunandan, can you again go and offer to Gopinath?" He said, "Yes." And as Raghunandan again went inside, Mukunda was standing out, and from the eye hole he was seeing what's going to happen inside. Raghunandan went, kept the laddu, started chanting mantras. Gopinath wouldn't move. He looked at Gopinath and said, "Gopinath, eat." Gopinath looked at him and said, "Raghunandan, this is not how offering works. I just ate. You cannot expect me to eat again and again." Raghunandan said, "My dear Lord, I know in Jagannath you eat so much, in Jagannath Puri. So don't give me the excuse that you cannot eat. In Jagannath Puri, you eat to the extent one meal is done. By the time your hands are dried up, another meal is ready. So my dear Lord, I know you are the same Jagannath. Please come and eat." And actually Gopinath came down and ate, seeing the sincerity and humility of Raghunandan. So the Lord is so compassionate that he goes to any extreme to reciprocate with his devotees. Only with this one limb of sincerity. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu met Mukunda, he said, "Mukunda, who is the father and who is the son? Are you the father and is Raghunandan the son?" Mukunda, when he heard this, he said, "My dear Lord, biologically I may be the father and Raghunandan may be the son. But spiritually, he is the father and I am the son." And when Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this, Mahaprabhu was so happy with him. This is the only point that again and again comes up. Krishna can be achieved only with this one quality of sincerity and greed. Krishna bhakti rasa bhavita mati kriyatam yadi kutopi labhyate tatra laulyam, Ramananda Rai says. Srila Ramananda Rai says this is the only limb or only quality that attracts Krishna. Greed coupled with sincerity. Srila Prabhupada Shyamsundar Prabhu narrates, Srila Prabhupada was in Africa. And from Africa, Srila Prabhupada touched down Mumbai. And Prabhupada had a lot of programs arranged in Mumbai. And the moment Prabhupada touched down in Mumbai, this was the time of yellow fever. This was the time of yellow fever. So the authorities, health officials who were there, they looked at Prabhupada and said, "Where is the vaccination card?" So Prabhupada looked at Shyamsundar Prabhu. Shyamsundar Prabhu looked at Prabhupada. Because both had no idea about vaccination card. So Prabhupada was furious. He was looking at Shyamsundar Prabhu because it was Shyamsundar Prabhu's thing to take care of the yellow vaccine fever card. So this officer who was their health official, he said, "Well, Swamiji, if you don't have vaccine card, I cannot allow you to enter. You have to do quarantine." So same like COVID. You have to do quarantine. So Srila Prabhupada agreed. And for next 10 days, Prabhupada was in quarantine facility. And all the programs that were scheduled in Mumbai got cancelled. And these 10 days, Prabhupada was translating, Prabhupada was taking rest, he was replying to letters. Finally, on the 11th day, Prabhupada calls Shyamsundar Prabhu. Shyamsundar Prabhu comes. Prabhupada says, "Actually, I have yellow fever vaccine card." Shyamsundar Prabhu says, "Really?" Prabhupada says, yes, I have yellow fever vaccine card. Call Jayapataka in Calcutta. Tell him in the right drawer my vaccine card is kept. Ask him to fly. Take a flight and come tomorrow and give me the vaccine card. Shyam Sundar Prabhu was thinking, if Prabhupada already had the vaccine card, why this 10 days pastime? Why do this 10 days pastime when Prabhupada already has the vaccine card? But now you cannot ask your Guru Maharaj. So next day, Srila Jayapataka Maharaj flew in. And he gave the vaccine card to Prabhupada. And Prabhupada took that, showed it to the health officials, and Prabhupada left. After Prabhupada left, Prabhupada continued his programs. But now comes the interesting part. It's very interesting how Prabhupada got the yellow fever vaccine card. When the vaccinations were being given, Pushta Krishna Maharaj and Harikesh Maharaj, they thought to themselves, Prabhupada is old, and we cannot risk Prabhupada's life and give him a jab. We cannot give him vaccination. So let's do one thing. We will take vaccination on behalf of Prabhupada. So, some things are possible in India. In India, I know devotees who don't know to drive but have license. Everything is possible. I remember, this was about 4 or 5 years back. My brother's passport was getting expired. And we were trying to renew that back in Mumbai. And somehow, South Indians have a long name. And we have big name problem, especially when we renew passport. Our academic documents are something else, passport is something else. Then we need an affidavit to show we are the same person. So this back and forth problem was going on, and my brother's passport was getting delayed. Finally, after one point, this went on for a couple of months, and he wasn't getting the passport. So when he went finally to the passport office, that passport officer, he did like this. Which means you place 500 rupees inside, I will give you passport. Now you cannot think of these things in America. If you do this in America, you will be put behind bars. Gaur Premanande. But in India, everything works. Without knowing to drive, you will have a license. So here, Pushta Krishna Maharaj and Harikesh Maharaj went. And now it was an old church-like facility. And they went for vaccination, and many people were standing in line. They called out, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Pushta Krishna Maharaj went. Pushta Krishna Maharaj went. Now that person is looking, name is Indian, person is American. Something is not working. Talmel bet nahi raha hai. Name is Indian, person is American. He said, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Pushta Krishna Maharaj said, yes, I am A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Pushta Krishna Maharaj said, yes, I am A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami. Now this person who was giving the jab, he already had confusion. Something is not working. He said, okay, let's go ahead. What's your date of birth? Pushta Krishna Maharaj said, I don't know. He said, what do you mean you don't know? You should know your date of birth. He said, I don't know the date of birth. You do one thing, you give your card, I will go home and I will fill. Whenever I remember, I will fill. He said, hey, come on, you should at least know date of birth. He said, no, I don't remember, you just give me. Now when he said he doesn't remember date of birth, people behind started laughing like this. Harikesh Maharaj understood something is wrong. I have to do something to rectify. Harikesh Maharaj, in that facility for injection, he brought Mridanga. They had made full planning. They came with Mridanga. As confusion was going on, Harikesh Maharaj started Nam Sankirtan. They started doing Kirtan there. Now, amidst all this Kirtan was going on, Pushta Krishna Maharaj said, look, there is so much commotion going on. You just give me, whenever I go home, I will fill. That person got so irritated. He actually gave the card. He just filled the name, he gave the card and said, don't ever come back. They went outside, they filled the date, 1st September 1896. And they gave it to Prabhupada. Prabhupada looked at the card. Prabhupada said, I didn't take a jab. How did you get it? They narrated the whole story. Prabhupada started laughing like anything. Pushta Krishna Maharaj narrates, Prabhupada started slapping his thigh and started laughing. As to how even without taking a jab, he had got a... So this is also parampara. Sometimes in COVID, I've seen devotees, in India especially, maybe not in America, without taking a jab, especially for traveling, they had the certificate. So Shyam Sundar Prabhu narrates, when I think of this pastime, the only thing that comes to my mind as to why Prabhupada waited for 10 days is after relentless traveling and preaching, he was very exhausted. And those 10 days he recuperated, he translated and replied to all the letters. And once all those things were caught up, Prabhupada again started traveling. Dear devotees, if not for Prabhupada's sacrifice that he has done at the fag age of 70, how would it be possible that you and I can sit here in Portland, Oregon and chant and hear about Gauranga Mahaprabhu? We would have not even known about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu if not for Srila Prabhupada's sacrifice. And if not for the jab that he took. So in this way we find we are eternally indebted to Srila Prabhupada for bringing in our lives the Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, primarily in the English language that was never given before, and explaining to us these wonderful sweet pastimes of Gauranga Mahaprabhu as to how he is so compassionate that he reciprocates to the son of Advaita Acharya, that is Krishna Das. He reciprocates to the son of Govinda Ghosh. He reciprocates to the fruit vendor, and he reciprocates to the son of Mukunda, that is Raghunandan Sarkar or Raghunandan Thakur. Having said this, I very humbly want to stop here. Thank you all dear devotees for very kindly coming. Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol, Shachinandan Gauranga Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Nityananda Rama ki, Tai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. If there are any questions, we can take.
Any questions, comments, reflections, clarification? Oh, Manasa Ganga Mataji. We'll bring the mic to you. Okay, go ahead. YouTube.
Okay, so thank you, Prabhu, for such a wonderful class. I thank you very much for that. And my question is, I was intrigued because I knew about the pastime with Mukunda and his son and the deity, and I hadn't heard the other, and I wanted to know if there are other kinds of pastimes that are similar where one devotee will experience the same kind of thing that the Lord arranged for somebody else. Are there other kinds of instances of that?
This is one classic pastime where it is outrightly seen, where exactly even the Lord is same, the deity is same, the deity is not same, but the name of the deity is same, and the reciprocation is same. At least from my limited understanding, this is the only pastime I can think of where every detail exactly kind of matches. The names are different of Govinda, Ghosh and Mukunda, but the essence is pretty much the same. So at least from my limited understanding, this is what I can think. But devotees can add if they can think of any other pastime where the details kind of exactly match. Wow. Hare Krishna.
If everyone can please put the mats away. Is Arjuna Sakhā Prabhu ki? And let's chant together.
I can just hold. Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu ki, Shri Nityananda Rama ki. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Pristhaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Iti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Niveshesha Shunyavadhi Paschatya Deshatarine. Saraswati Deve Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaur Bhakta Brinda. Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Oh Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Everyone, much louder. Now, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Oh, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Oh, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Oh, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Oh, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Oh, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Oh, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Brinda. Oh, Jaya Dvaita Chandra, Jaya Gaura Bhakta Brinda. O sadhu sangha sarva shastra ka hai. O sadhu sangha sarva shastra ka hai. Lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoye. O lava matra sadhu sangha sarva siddhi hoye. Oh, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Oh, Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya, Jaya Nityananda. Oh Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Oh Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Oh Jaya Jaya Shri Chaitanya Jaya Nityananda. Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Oh Jaya Dvaita Chandra Jaya Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha. Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Oh Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Everyone, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Oh Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Rama Hare Rama. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Oh, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare. O bolo Jaya Sachinandana Gaura Hare. O Gaura 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 Hare. O Gaura 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 Hare. Jai Gaura 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 Hare. Jai Jai Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jai Jai Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Jai Jai Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Everyone, Nityananda Ram. Oh, Jai Jai Nityananda Ram, Jaya Nityananda Ram. Oh, Jai Jai Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Oh, Jai Jai Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. E Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. O Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. O Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. O Jai Jai Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. O Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jai Jai Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Jai Jai Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. O Jaya Gaura Nitai, Jaya Gaura Nitai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Oh Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Srila Prabhupada. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Srila Gurudev. Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Srila Gurudev. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. O Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaura Hari Bol. O Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. O Nitai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Gaura Hari Bol. Shai Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari Bol. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajakacarya Ashthottara Shata His Divine Grace Shla Abhay Charanaravindha Bhakti Vedanta Swami Maharaj Srila Prabhupada Ki Jai Om Vishnupad Paramhamsa Parivrajakacarya Ashthottara Shata His Divine Grace Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur Srila Prabhupada Ki Ananta Koti Vaishnav Vrinda Ki Namacharya Srila Haridas Thakur Ki प्रेम से कहो जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधार श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद की श्री श्री राधा कृष्ण गोप गोपीनाथ श्याम कुंड राधा कुंड गिरिराज गोवर्धन की श्री ब्रजभूमि वृंदावन धाम की श्री नवद्वीप मायापुर धाम की श्री क्षेत्र जगन्नाथपुरी धाम की गंगा माई जमुना माई की तुलसी देवी भक्ति देवी की युग धर्म हरिनाम संकीर्तन महायज्ञ की बृहद मृदंग ट्रांसेंडेंटल बुक डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन की समवेद गौर भक्त वृंद की दाय गौर प्रेमानंदे हरि हरि बोल. All glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to the assembled devotees, all glories to Shri Guru and Gauranga, and all glories to you Srila Prabhupada. Shri Shri Nitai Sachinandan Bhagwan ki.
We'll have Nrsingadev Arti, and I think, Sukhi, you're going to be leading Nrsingadev Kirtan, so if you can come forward. And also the ladies, the girls, Shabani, all the ladies who want to come be part of the Kirtan here, please come.
Namaste Nara Singhaya Namaste Namaste Nara Singhaya Pralada Dadahine Pralada Dadahine Hiranya Hiranyakashipurvakshah Hiranyakashipurvakshah Shilatanka nakalaye Shilatanka nakalaye Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Ito Narsimha Ito Narsimha Parato Narsimha Yeto yamitato Narsimha Yeto yamitato Narsimha Vahe Narsimha Vidrahe Narsimha Vahe Narsimha Vidrahe Narsimha Vahe Narsimha Vidrahe Narsimha Vahe Narsimha Narsimhamadim Shanadam Prapadesh Narsimhamadim Shanadam Prapade Tava Karakamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shinga Lalita Hiranyakashipu Tanorinda Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadi Swahare Jaya Jagadi Swahare Jaya Jagadi Swahare Tava Karakamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shinga Lalita Hiranyakashipu Tanorinda Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadi Swahare Jaya Jagadi Swahare Jaya Jagadi Swahare Tava Karakamalavare Nakam Adbhuta Shinga Lalita Hiranyakashipu Tanorinda Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadi Kesavadita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadi Swahare Jaya Jagadishwa Hare, Jaya Jagadishwa Hare. Kesavadita Narahari Rupa. Kesavadita Narahari Rupa. Jaya Jagadishwa Hare, Jaya Jagadishwa Hare, Jaya Jagadishwa Hare. Kesavadita Narahari Rupa. Jaya Jagadishwa Hare, Jaya Jagadishwa Hare. Jai Jagadishwa Hare, Jaya 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 Jagadishwa Hare. Jaya Narsimhade, 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 Jaya Narsimhade, Jaya Narsimhade. Jaya Narsimhade, 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 Jaya Narsimhade, Jaya. Jaya Bhakta Prahlad, Prahlad Maharaj, Bhakta Prahlad, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya. Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya. Gurudev, Gurudev, Jaya Shila Gurudev, Jaya Jaya. Nrsimhadev Bhagavan ki jai, Prahlad Maharaj ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Sukhi. So, how are you all doing? That doesn't sound enthusiastic. Prabhuji just spent a lot of energy trying to get us to be determined, sincere, and genuine. So how are you feeling? Haribol! 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 So, I want to first of all thank His Grace Arjuna Sakhā Prabhu for coming and taking his valuable time on our small congregation. Thank you. Seeing potentials. And then tonight there's a evening program for, I think, primarily youth, but I know Diksha Mataji said it's for everybody. But what time does that start? I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact. 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. Okay. Okay, so, we'll serve prasadam, and the devotees who are going to chant the holy name, Kirtan, they'll continue. So those of you that want to participate with them, please do so. But we have a nice treat. We'll show something. And some of you know that about TOVP, correct? The Temple of the Vedic Planetarium. So something very wonderful happened this weekend, and we just finished Nrsimha prayer. So you can go into Mayapur TV or YouTube and type in welcoming of Nrsimhadev into the new wing in TOVP. So he's going to, like the Madha Prabhu is going to display, hopefully. Are you working on it, Prabhu? Yeah. Okay. Okay, while he works on that, what's the next big festival for us is Gaur Purnima, and that's on the 24th of March, which is a Sunday. And so we're going to get geared up for that, and part of that is to distribute Chaitanya Charitamrita, read it ourselves, and also share it with others. So Paramahansa Prabhu told me that those of you that want to order Chaitanya Charitamrita either for yourself or for your friends, you can do that from today until next Sunday. because there's shipping time, and I know there's going to be a big push in the country to distribute many sets of Chaitanya Charitamrita. So this is kind of a novel thing, but how many of you have Chaitanya Charitamrita at your home? That's it? Okay. Chaitanya Charitamrita is explaining tattva through the spiritual truth through the example of the dear disciples and devotees of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So it's scripture demonstrated through the behavior and the mood of his closest devotees. So it's very powerful. And it contains the deepest truths, because Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami is very empowered to explain them, and also the sweet pastimes between Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his disciples and his associates. So if you have it, if you don't have it, then you can get it. How much is it? The discounted price? It's pretty.
109. Regular price is 125.
109. That's pretty amazing for 9 volumes. So $109. Then you divide it by the number of weeks of the year. It's nothing, right? So please get for yourself.
And includes shipping.
Okay. So your cost. I mean, the temple's cost becomes your cost, basically. Temple gets a discounted price, and that's passed on to you. So if you're interested, can I see a show of hands of who would want to get Chaitanya Charitamrita for their home? I'm hoping to see some. There's one Mataji there. There's a brave soul. She broke the ice. Anyone else? I only saw 3 hands coming up saying they have Chaitanya Charitamrita at their home. Please. Huh? You're being pointed to by somebody behind you. Oh, okay. So please let Paramakram Prabhu know if you want that. And then the other idea is, if you have it, it's very nice to give it to others that are dear to you. So you can purchase it and donate it to them, okay? So we'll make that happen, but we have that time window. Okay, so yesterday was the welcoming of Lord Nrsingadev into, not yesterday, the day before, was the welcoming of Nrsingadev to the Temple of the Vedic Planetarium. And I saw it in passing, and I was amazed at the grandeur of what they've done. It's pretty awe-inspiring. So take a look. So that's the TOVP, obviously, in Mayapur Dham. Wow, look at that. And there's Nrsingadev. So the other deities have yet to be moved into that. Isn't that amazing? Jai Shri Lakshmi Nrsimhadev Bhagwan ki Jai, Shri Prahlad Maharaj Lord Nrsimha Bhagwan ki Jai, Jagat Guru Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. How's that? It looks like the Vatican. A lot of hard work by the devotees there, led by Amrish Prabhu. So please, I guess the instruction here is that let's honor our pledges to the TOVP and try to complete it, if those of us who are doing it in installments, because they really are doing something magnificent. And I remember when Panch Tattva were brought to the altar, there was prediction that there was going to be huge influx in Krishna consciousness, and that certainly occurred, like by orders of magnitude, without a doubt. I remember sitting at our very initial place that we rented in like 2005, and Prabhupada Maharaj was there, and at that time he said, this is going to be groundbreaking. And it was. The amount that Krishna consciousness grew in those 20 years since then has been exponential. So I'm sure this is going to also have such an impact. So many people are going to come. Okay, so thank you very much. So please, let's fulfill our pledges. And you see how wonderful it is. And once all the deities get there, I'm sure it's going to be even more grand. I can see Sarva Shakti Mataji thinking, when is she going to go there next? Okay, so let's have, I guess any, okay, where's Anu Mataji? Anu Mataji had asked me to remind everybody that the gift shop is open till 3 p.m. today. So there are lots of wonderful items, devotional items, etc., that you can pick up there. So you can please take. And then those of you that want to help donate for Gaur Purnima, I know that their devotees have already signed up for like bhoga and abhishek and deity dresses, etc. Please help out on that part. It's our second biggest festival of the year after Janmashtami. So, yes, you want to say something? Yeah. Right. So gift shop is open every Sunday till 3 p.m. all the way from the opening of the Sunday feast at 11:30 to 3 p.m. Right? It's right here where Tulsi Maharanis are currently staying. Hare Krishna. Haribol. You didn't announce that. It's every Sunday until 3 p.m. Right? Happy birthday, Anu Mataji. Where's Prasad Prabhu? Is he here? What's the plan for today? That means she gets to cook. Haribol. Congratulations. Congratulations, Mataji. I know your Bal Gopal will be very pleased today. Thank you very much. And Barnika's got her hand up. She's got a friend whose birthday is coming up. Tomorrow's other Anirudh. Baby Anirudh. I don't see him. How old is he tomorrow? 2, yes. So we'll welcome his birthday. If you see Priya Mataji and Jainita Prabhu, please wish them congratulations. I think there's a boy behind you who's raised his hand. Yeah. Your birthday was yesterday. So they got a special feast that I hope you're hungry. They've got a special feast for you, okay? Yeah, you look happy with that. Wonderful. I think, Mataji, you also had your hand up? Your mother's 40th anniversary. Where's your mother? Oh, Hare Krishna, Mataji, congratulations. He's in India. She's here and he's in India. Okay. Okay, well, make it worthwhile. Any other birthdays? No. Anyone here? It's your birthday?
No, it is the anniversary of my marriage to Robert Gavin, who's not here anymore.
How many years?
It's been 5 or 6 years since he passed, and we were together on and off since junior high.
That was just like 5, 6 years ago, right? Wow. A lifetime of service together, love. Thank you. I'm sure you're carrying his memory deep in your heart. Any other birthdays or anniversaries that I'm missing? Congratulations, Mataji. Haribol. So you guys are going to do something for her for today? That was yesterday? Or okay. I hope you had a great time. Welcome back to the spiritual dham. Anyone else? Okay. Is anyone here for the very first time? Hare Krishna. What's your name? Karuna. Karuna Sundari. Where are you from? I see. So you just came for a visit to Portland? Or you live here?
I'm living here for a while.
Nice. Please come and associate with us on whenever you can. Temple is open every day from 5 a.m. onwards till 8:30 in the evening. So anyone else here for the very first time? I think I saw. You said you were here the first time, right?
It's my first time for the Sunday feast.
What's your name?
I'm Jason.
Jason, nice to see you. Where are you from?
I'm coming up from Battleground, Washington.
Battleground. There's a very nice devotee family there, Madhav Hari Prabhu. We can give you his contact number, and he has nice devotee association in that area, since you may not be able to come here regularly. But how did you get attracted to Krishna consciousness?
My brother actually got me into listening to the Bhagavad Gita. I used to do construction work, and I used to be able to listen to audio tapes all the time, so I listened to the Bhagavad Gita a lot. And if it wasn't for my brother, actually, he listened to a book by John Joseph, and because of John Joseph, he inspired my brother to get into Krishna consciousness. So that's how it all began.
Thank you. Very nice. It's always great to hear of a devotee's journey into spiritual association. So, thank you. Do you want to announce about? Are you having your regular week? Govardhan Prabhu. Are you having regular weekly programs in Portland or not quite?
No, they're on hold for a bit because we were in India.
Okay.
I'll be in Greece in a couple weeks, but when I come back, I'm going to do it at the Harmonium shop I'm opening.
Okay.
We'll start doing it regularly.
So Govardhan Prabhu is going to start, as you know, he started the Bhakti Center several years ago and kept at it. And now he's going to restart the weekly programs. And he's also going to have like a shop for musical instruments, right? Indian harmonium in particular. So he just came back from Mayapur and Vrindavan, wonderful retreat. So, okay, well, we can have prasadam pairs. Anirudh, would you like to chant prasadam prayers? And then devotees who want to, I think, have prasadam, you can go up the stairway to honor prasadam. Oh, Sripada Mataji, I forgot. Sripada Mataji is going to speak a little bit of Prabhupada nectar. After that, Anirudh can, you can both do it together. After that, and then devotees can head over for prasadam. Those that want to continue chanting, stay here with, you guys are going to continue for a little while? Okay. Here goes Mataji.
Hare Krishna. So just as Krishna is in his name, it's also true that if we prepare and offer food with love and devotion to Krishna, Krishna becomes the offering. So I wanted to share this with you. It's an excerpt from Srila Prabhupada's Nectar of Devotion. Date is January 4th, 1973. Location is at that time Bombay. But still, whenever this shows the compassion that Srila Prabhupada had for all living entities in the material world. But still, whenever we get opportunity, we give protection to the animals. We give them prasadam. We do not prohibit even some animal comes to hear. They also hear sometimes. The hearing is there. I remember there was a cow that used to come on one of the farms, which I don't remember which one. The cow would come for Srimad Bhagavatam class every single morning because the devotees would have class out in the pasture. Everyone can hear, even they do not understand what is Hare Krishna. If you chant loudly Hare Krishna, even the ants and insect who is hearing, he'll be delivered because it is spiritual vibration. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Thank you, Sripada Mataji. Hare Krishna. So, prasadam pairs, and then devotees can head on over for the prasadam up the hall. Please help clean up around yourselves, around your area, so that makes things faster. Okay, Hare Krishna.